FPL Double Game Week 25 is here, and I've got my assistant manager chip active and 3 free transfers to prepare. Help me get this one to 1,000 likes and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. Starting off then with how my Double Game Week 24 is going, and it's been a very good week for me so far. I'm already in the 100 club, a big green arrow as things stand, up to 55k. I'm recording this video on Friday morning because we finally have the Double Game Week 25 fixtures confirmed. As it stands, I've got 12 points from my assistant manager, David Moyes. I didn't have the triple captainship available, decided with the news of a double-double that it was the right time to play the chip, but because I was already tripled up on Liverpool players, I didn't want to use a transfer to sell a Liverpool player to get slot, but very happy with 12 points from Moyes from that Leicester at home game. High hopes that with the last Merseyside derby to be played at Goodison Park, he can pinch a few points off Liverpool as well. I also had Jordan Pickford, who was my transfer in, who got an assist and a clean sheet for a 9-pointer. Things couldn't have gone much better there. Salah obviously delivered. I think anyone that's played a chip this week, whether it be triple captain or assistant manager, has been doing very well so far. 32 points for me for Salah captain. A lot of triple captains active though that are currently sitting on 48 with a game to go. Trent obviously got the clean sheet, went off injured. I'm hopeful that he'll be back for the Everton game. Gakpo got an attacking return as well. And then we had Chris Wood hat-trick, that massive 7-0 win for Nottingham Forest, and goals elsewhere from Jacob Murphy and an assist from Cole Palmer. So a very good game week. Obviously, we can't really measure how good the assistant manager chip has gone until we see what happens on Wednesday evening. Speaking of Wednesday evening then, it is Double Game Week 24 for Everton and Liverpool. We've also got a busy weekend of FA Cup 4th round action. 17 Premier League teams in action here. We do see that Arsenal and Brentford are not among them. A free midweek for them. Manchester United kick things off against Leicester City on Friday. A number of games going on Saturday and Sunday. Crystal Palace have to wait until Monday for their trip to Doncaster, while Nottingham Forest don't play until Tuesday with their trip to Exeter. So much could change, so I'd advise holding on to your transfers until at least Thursday, preferably Friday. It is a Friday deadline for Double Game Week 25 if you can hold on that far, but obviously if you've only got exact funds, you may be forced into making a move sooner. Transfer plans then, as I mentioned, I've got 3 free transfers and 0.8 million in the bank. A few things on my mind. Obviously Trent is flagged at the moment with triple Liverpool. Liverpool and Aston Villa are obviously double now in Game Week 25, but providing Trent is fit, I think I'm going to stick with the 3 Liverpool players that I've got. I've also got 2 Aston Villa players, so in terms of the assistant manager, that could move with one of my transfers from David Moyes to Unai Emery, because then I'll be maxed out on Double Game Week players. In terms of the actual players I want to make transfers on, well, I'm currently tripled up on the Newcastle United attack with Gordon, Murphy and Isak. I don't feel like Isak can go anywhere. I'm going to be playing Rodgers over Murphy this week in this fluid, strong front 8. So Gordon feels like the weak link now. Certainly a player that needs replacing because I don't want to be tripled up on this Newcastle attack. And there are a few options that have caught my eye. With the fixtures turning for the better for Brentford, now could be the time to bring Brian Mbeumo back, who was a great asset for my team earlier in the season. West Ham away this week. If I'm going to make the move for Emery, then I've only got 0.1 million to play with to make the upgrade from Gordon, so there is a chance that I could be priced out. I do feel like if I don't buy Mbeumo this week, he's going to be a player that I'm going to struggle to get in the future. So perhaps I should lock him in for the long term. But looking at the form versus fixture charts, Bournemouth are ranking higher than Brentford at the moment, and not having a Bournemouth attacker has really punished me over the last few weeks. Cliver is the one that's caught my eye because he's the one that's most in form. He's got penalties as well, and some nice fixtures for Bournemouth coming up now they've got the Liverpool game out of the way. Southampton away, probably not the easiest fixture with it being the local derby, but again, it does feel like now is the time to buy into that Bournemouth attack, and I've not got anyone at the moment. So I am torn between Mbeumo and Cliver. Maybe things that can happen in the FA Cup could change my mind on this, but I am just about leaning towards Cliver as things stand, both on penalties, both great assets, but maybe Brentford, I could go Visser over and Burmo in a few weeks' time. Team selection time then, and I feel like it is a week where the defence picks itself. Obviously, I'm going to keep with Pickford in goal for the trip to Crystal Palace. Providing Trent is fit, I've got Trent and Konza for the double game week, and Gabriel's going to get the nod for the trip to Leicester with Robinson on my bench. Obviously, I benched an assist from him last time out. Hopefully, there's not more bench pain. Home to Nottingham Forest. Tough fixture to judge that one, but having Chris Wood in my attack means I don't really want to play Robinson as well, and Vandenberg is of course there if I need him. Moving into the midfield then, I am going to be sticking with a 3-4-3 formation as things stand. In terms of the doublers, I've got Rodgers and Salah here. Palmer with a great fixture away at Brighton. Remember what happened the last time Cole Palmer played Brighton? They do play each other in the FA Cup as well, which is interesting. And it is Cliver that's just getting the nod as things stand over and Burmo as the fourth midfielder, with Jacob Murphy on the bench for the trip to Manchester City. I will be playing Isak in that fixture though. I do have Chris Wood for that Fulham game, and Cody Gakpo rounds things off in terms of the double game week assets, with Unai Emery coming in as the assistant manager. So 3 Liverpool players, 2 Villa players and the manager. Ipswich at home and Liverpool at home for Emery. No table bonus on offer for the Ipswich game, but potentially for the Liverpool game. So that's something to keep an eye on as well. But this team looks very solid. I like having lots of tickets to the double game week. When it comes to captaincy, it doesn't feel like a conversation. Obviously, I've not got my triple captain chip. Not that I could play it anyway, because I've got the assistant manager chip active. If you've still got the triple captain chip, by all means play it on Salah this week. But I do think that the assistant manager on slot, followed by Emery, is perhaps the stronger play still. But yeah, it has to be Salah captain, and I'll probably leave the vice captaincy on Gakpo here as well. If you've got any dilemmas ahead of double game week 25, get those in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. If you've enjoyed the video, hit that like button. We're going for 1,000 likes on this one. Subscribe to the channel as well, and I'll be back very soon with another video. Thank you for watching.